Good morning. It is currently Saturday morning. I am, how to plug my phone in. I'm on my way to the gym. My plan today is to mic myself up, kind of, and walk you guys through my Saturday workout today. However, I tried to do that yesterday, and I was expecting, I kind of thought nobody would be at the gym, so I was like, okay, this is a good opportunity to do this stuff. But there ended up being people at the gym, and I chickened out. So I'm recording this in case I do the same thing today and get too nervous to talk in front of people. Honestly, mad respect to the people who have no social anxiety and no shame and just do whatever they want in public. That is not me. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Gonna give it a go. If you see me talking in the next clip, that means I overcame my fear and put myself out of my comfort zone and decided to record anyways. So I will see you at the gym. I decided to get over my fear of talking in front of people, so I'm not here by myself right now, which is terrifying and very uncomfortable. However,
are you talking to the camera?
Yes.
I love that you just said that to the camera.
So, I'm just gonna start with my warm-up. I have an aversion to putting shoes on for my warm-up. I don't really know why, it just feels right. So I'm gonna do a little bit of biking, a little bit of barbell stuff, a little bit of dead hanging, and then I'm gonna start with deadlifts. So that should be fun. Okay, now 10 RDLs. My hamstrings are tight from yesterday. Amanda and I did walking lunges. Yes, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about how we were doing walking lunges yesterday, and now my hamstrings and my butt are sore.
My butt is What are we at?
Good mornings.
These are hard. These are bad. Hopefully you guys aren't actually that low. On a scale of you guys are starting on the ring.
I'm pretending it's full. It's under 70 degrees, but it's not actually that cold, and it's very humid, so I'm kind of sweating. Okay, I'm doing this 2 more times, and that's my little warm-up for the morning. But I won't subject you guys to the entirety of that whole shindig. It's drizzling. Ah, it's wet.
Yeah, it's drizzling a little bit.
Okay, now I actually have to put real shoes on because I have to do a real workout. These are my different shoes because Amanda and I switched. I fear I may have to move inside. I don't know, maybe the chalk will be extra sticky with a little bit of dampness.
I shit myself, so.
Okay, next, I'm deadlifting. I'm supposed to build to a set of 5 at 9 out of 10 RPE, so it should be pretty heavy. So my goal is around 315. We'll see how that goes. Should be pretty much in line with the progression I've been doing for the past few weeks. But we're pulling a little bit of a David Goggins today and suffering through the rain and seeing what happens. This is the actual worst part of the workout. It is raining. Okay, first warm-up set. The rain has stopped mostly, so that's good. Woo! Sometimes I make really big jumps when I'm deadlifting just because I don't feel like spending the amount of time warming up as it takes, but I'd rather not hurt myself. So I'm trying to be more conservative today, hence the 25s.
Yeah, that's my way of saying bye.
Whew. actual working set is going to be 5 reps, so I'm probably not going to warm up with 5 reps just because I don't want to prematurely tire myself out. I already have my plates out here. Okay, this is when I need clips and my belt. I usually put my belt on when I get over like 250 because that's where I feel like I can use the external cue a little bit more. Okay, this is a little bit heavy now. It's 265.
My suggestion for the rebreath, run slightly slower on that. Feedback? Disagreement?
Last thing, let's grab a wall ball. Grab a wall
Fun. I'm gonna do a 30-pound jump up to 295 for the next primer set. Sorry, I just drank my energy drink and it's like messing with my stomach. Whew. Okay, now I rest. Okay, it's my second like primer set, so I'm gonna do 3 here, and then probably jump to my last heavy set after this. Gotta get the leaves out of the way, even though my feet are staying planted, whatever, it makes me nervous.
Well, I recovered.
Last 3 pull-ups.
Give me a rain.
Oh. 3:15. My plan, well, I've got a competition coming up in October, and one of the tests is a 4-rep max deadlift. My old 3-rep was 350. My old 5-rep was 320, but I'm about to do 315 as a working, just like workout day. So my hope is that I can get in like the 350 to 360 range for that 4-rep max. We will see. Depends on the day, depends on the adrenaline, depends on how my body's feeling after other workouts. But that is the ultimate goal. So we will see how this one feels today. Given that it's within 5 pounds of my old 5-rep max and it's supposed to be a like 90% effort, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, that was a 9. Now I get to do drop sets, yay! So I'm dropping like 10% and doing 2 more sets. So what is that? I can't do math. Okay, so like 285 for 2 more sets of 5. That's so fun. Deadlifting is fun, but it's also really hard because it taxes your nervous system so much that doing heavy sets and then doing stuff after is not the easiest thing to do. Okay, drop set. Ooh, that felt hard. Okay, last set, best set. Let's do this thing.
And then do the rest of it inside. What? Do it. When you guys the boxes, you have to make sure it's even on both sides of like.
That made me a little bit tired. A lot of reps. I'm not gonna lie, this is the real hard part. Okay. This is the easy side. I just realized I haven't had any water today. I've only been drinking caffeine, so I'm gonna have some of my electrolytes and carbs before I do my next workout, which is gonna be the EMOM that I was talking about earlier. It's only 10 minutes, but each minute is pretty aggressive with movements that are not my strength. So it should be interesting, but I'm doing chest bars, so I'm gonna need my grips. So I'm gonna get these, I'm gonna get my rope out, I'm gonna get a mat out for my handstand push-ups, gonna do a little primer, a little warm up, and then I'll get into the actual workout.
So you and your partner are gonna have 40 seconds to do that.
I'm trying to decide which bar I'm gonna go on because I'm kind of short. Maybe I'll just stack some plates. It'll be good for me. Most competition bars are taller than I would be comfortable with, so it's good to just practice.
So you want to limit
As much as I dislike it because I have to pull out plates, but it'll be good for me. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. This is the one that made me really nervous because it's high volume for the stuff that I can do. So we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. We got double unders, chest to bar, and strict handstand push-ups. Let's get into it. Not gonna lie, that was not quite as bad as I expected it to be. Yeah, I struggled with getting like the butterfly chest bar motion down for a really long time. So that feels like still fairly new. And like I said, double unders have been really bad. So my EMOM was, the first minute was 50 double unders. And then the second minute was 6 chest to bar straight into 5 strict handstand push-ups. So a lot of shoulder and grip fatigue, but it was also only 10 minutes. So overall, pretty happy with how that went. Got through all the double unders unscathed, unbroken, didn't fall apart on the chest to bar or the handstand push-up. So overall, pretty happy with how that went. So next, I've got more pull-ups, but this is vested because I'm doing a competition that has like a Murph style workout, and it's got weighted a vest on it. So I'm gonna go get that on, change into my running shoes, and get ready for that one. I forgot my mic. I don't have a ton of running in this one, but it's with a weight vest, so I'd rather put on my running shoes just because of that added stress when pounding. And when I actually do this workout, it's got a mile run at the beginning and a mile run at the end, so I'm definitely going to be in my running shoes. So I'm just going to practice doing how I'm going to compete. But fortunately, I'm very warm right now, so I won't have to warm up too terribly much before I get into my next piece, which I think is my last thing before I do some kind of like mobility and mobility accessories, rehab type movements to close out my workout. For the kick
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
I'm very glad that I wore my running shoes.
Apparently I did not prepare myself well enough because my camera died in the middle. Well, not the middle, towards the end, so that's good. My camera died at the end of my workout, unfortunately. But I did get all of my pieces in. So I'm heading home now. I finished with my stretching and mobility stuff. I can already tell I'm gonna be sore tomorrow from the combination of heavy deadlifts today, and then I did heavy walking lunges yesterday. So my posterior chain is a little bit lit up at the moment. But overall, it was not like a chill workout, but pretty low volume in comparison to what my usual Saturdays will be like, because we're, like I said, in a little bit of a kind of deload week, like deload volume. So I only had the one lift and then my two, like one skill EMOM, and then, which stands for every minute on the minute. I don't know if you guys might not know that. Every minute, EMOM means every minute on the minute. So I had my 10-minute EMOM, and then I had my actual more like cardio metcon with the weight vest, and that took like 30 to 35 minutes total. So that was my Saturday workout. Thanks for coming along. Definitely got out of my comfort zone a little bit, which is good. And yeah, ultimately just a good Saturday, good chill Saturday, start of fall. Gonna go get a coffee now and then head home, probably stretch a little bit more, take a shower, recover, and I don't know, maybe do a puzzle, snuggle with my cats or something chill. But thanks for watching, thanks for following along. If you enjoyed watching this, drop a like. If you like fitness content and health, food, stuff like that, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.